watching MissSmileyNee.com, and I decided to do a makeup haul video because after all those Marvi Beck videos you saw where she taught me how to do my own makeup, I decided I need to go out and get all the tools that she used on my face. And of course I went to MAC. So here is my MAC makeup haul video. I'm excited to share this with you. So first up, I got this MAC primer. I really like MAC's primers, and this one has SPF 50 as well, so that's great for the sun if you're out in it a lot. Then aside from the Bobbi Brown, this is a MAC concealer that Marvi suggested I use, and the color for this one is NW35. It's a Studio Finish concealer, and this is great because you can just use your fingers and, like she said, massage under your eyes and just any acne spots that you have and cover that up, and pretty much you can just use a little bit of powder on top of that for day and you're good to go. For evening, when you want to be a little more glam, this is the Studio Fix Fluid with SPF 15, and this is a really good fluid because now they've started bringing them out in between shades. If you couldn't find your perfect shade, this is the perfect one for me. It's the NC 43.5, and if you're worried about handling it because you're worried that it'll spill, you can buy this little attachment at MAC, which is a little pump, so then it has a little dispenser for you on top. And this is the right brush to use to apply the foundation with. It needs to have a tip like this. So you should probably get one of these brushes. It's the 190, which you get at MAC as well. So I've got that so that you can glide on all the foundation perfectly on your face. Then on top of that, once you've put on your foundation, it's good to have a Studio Fix powder. And I really like this one. This is the NC 42. And it comes with a little mirror, and it has a little sponge underneath. But if you don't want to use the sponge, you can use a brush like this. I've had this one for a really long time, and it's great because it helps you sort of work in the powder on top of your foundation and makes your face look quite natural. This is something I was really excited to pick up. I've never used translucent powder before on top of my makeup, but it really makes you look sort of fresh and flawless. And this is the NC 20. It's important that whatever you're layering on top of your makeup, Marvi told me, keep it lighter. Otherwise, just like your nail polish gets darker, the more shades coats you put on it, the same thing happens with makeup. So try to keep the balance right. Don't go too light, but this is the right shade to wear on top. And then, like Marvi said, contouring can be very critical when you're going out, especially when you're trying to give yourself that very chiseled look. So this is a great product to use if you want to contour, and it is called the Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in Dark, and you can basically use this to contour your cheekbones if you have high cheekbones, under your jawline and the side of your nose, and you can watch the Marvi Beck tutorial on how to contour to learn more about that. And then of course I got this eye pencil. This is a really nice one. It's called Engraved. MAC has two options. One is Engraved, which is great if you like non-smudge, and they have Smolder, which is great if you're trying to give yourself smoky eyes, which comes again in a pencil form. And to keep it nice and sharp, you can buy one of these sharpeners as well, so you're good to go and you're never out of eyeliner. Then this is a blush that I found works on pretty much all skin tones. It's a beautiful shade. It's called Desert Rose in Matte. It's a powder blush, and you can, like Marvi said, you can never wear too much blush nowadays, so go crazy. And then I got a couple of lipsticks because I haven't worn lipstick in a long time, but like Marvi said, lipstick is back and it's bold, so go crazy with it. A couple of nice shades. This one's called Mahara. I kind of like all these like slightly plum and juicy shades, and she said when you put on several layers and some gloss, you can give it a very nice 3D effect. This is another shade I got. This one is the Bricola from the Amplified collection. Remember, I also have the Amplified Up the Amp, which is amazing. This is Satin Mocha. Again, sort of a nice coffee shade, but with a little hint of orange in it. And finally, this one's Amplified Craving, which is, again, a deep plum, which is great for evenings if you top it up with gloss or MAC lip gloss. So this was my MAC makeup haul. I hope you liked it. You're going to see me wearing a lot of it. And tell me what you think. Leave me a comment below. Keep watching.